Good afternoon, everyone. I went thrifting and I usually just go live to show what I picked up. So before you come in the chat, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. Hey, Papa Jim's, good to see you, sweetie. And welcome in. And don't forget that thumbs up. So I was in town, so I went thrifting once again. I am doing great. How about you, Papa? I hope you're doing well. It's been a little while since I've seen you. It's so good to see you. And so usually my auctions are on Thursdays. Hey, Dawn and Tracy, honey, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Usually my auctions are on Thursdays, but I decided to go on Friday, and it's a good thing because I was able to pick up some more amazing glassware. So the auction will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me grab that link. And I would be glad to see you guys there. I have so much stuff, guys. I've got to move this stuff. It is insane. So let me go to and grab that link real quick. And also, you guys, I wanted to remind you guys, please, 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 please leave a comment after the video, because I think that's the reason why I keep bopping back and forth on subscribers, and I would truly appreciate it if you would leave a comment, an emoji, anything, because, you know, as many resellers know, that is very important to leave those comments. It goes a long way with our algorithm, and I'd really appreciate if you would do that for me. So let's do this. Let's see, where's the share? Copy link. All right, let me go into this. What is going on here? Well, I'm supposed to be live, so there I am. Hey, Johnny Small Pepper, welcome in, sweetheart. Why is that not? Oh, the perils. Share. Copy link. Let's go into this chat. For Petey's sake, guys. When Laura comes in, I'll have her drop that link. For some reason, hi, Lenore. Welcome in, welcome in. So I'll have Laura drop that link for some unforeseen reason. One thing about, oh, here we go. Boom. So let me turn it down. And we're going to drop that link to my live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got to be there. There's some amazing stuff coming. Not just what I had before, but I went out again today. So, you know, you never want to miss that opportunity. I also have 2 unboxings I'm going to do at the same time. And I guess we better get started because it seems like today's finds was mostly glassware, like, you know, I think I got something that is Kate Spade in glassware, and that is a very rare occurrence. So let's get started. First up out of the park will be these. Man, I just got home, guys. Talk about hot off the press. I'll just unwrap some of these as I go along so I can show you. Thank you so much for being there. Don't forget that thumbs up, please, and thank you. So, I'm a digging, guys. I'm a digging. There's a lot of goodies in here. I've got some vintage Anchor Hocking from the 60s. Very, very nice. Like I said, they had to put it in 3 different boxes. I would rather have 3 different lighter boxes than one big heavy box. So let's put this over here. So I'll just unwrap and show you and give you an example, and I'll tell you how many I have. At first, I wasn't finding very much, but then there at the last, when I walked around to the glassware, it was like, boom, it was all good. So lots of vintage glass. That's what I love, so that's what I get. I told him when I went up to, hey, Minnie, it's good to see you, sweetie, and I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I know sometimes Minnie, YouTube can really be a bear. So I got a total of 3 boxes, guys. And it's crazy. Okay, let's just get started with what I have out already. So, and guys, I will have this Kate Spade purse up. And it's in like new condition. It is perfect. That will be going up because I don't need another purse. It's in perfect condition. There's going to be some fantastic things. Another thing going up, guys. This is moissanite, sterling silver, and sapphire. And I did test that. And that's moissanite. It's about a 7. And this will be going up. Lord, if you've seen how many rings I've got, you'd shriek. Those are sapphires on the shoulders of that ring, and that is a moissanite. Moissanite does test just like a diamond on the Presidium. It has this just about the same hardness as a diamond. And yeah, that's going up. Reacts is not allowing me to enter your link. Well, that's strange. I don't know. Nothing surprises me anymore. But up there, I'll be on Friday versus Thursday night. I changed it so that, hey, why not? So we're going to move on, and that's weird. I know, Lenore. I've been in chats where other people see other people, but I can't see them. So anyway, here we go, guys. These was quite the find. That is terrible. I don't know if it's a YouTube thing or what it is, but I've been in chats where other people are saying hello to someone and I don't even see them. So it's been really weird, guys. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but let's see, not that. But if you guys like glassware, as in things like this and things like this, Anchor Hocking Vintage 1960s, I've got 6 of those. So the first one we're going to start with, guys, is this beautiful etched vintage. And I'll tell you what it is. So okay, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe what one of these sells for. And thank you guys so much for being in. But it's a floral rose etched glass. Floral rose leaves etched water wine art deco. Art deco. Guys, art deco. Vintage set. So I have 4 of these, and they are art deco vintage etched glass. And I'll tell you the measurement on it. They're about almost 7 inches tall. Hey, Gwen, honey, welcome in. I will have jewelry as well, because I have to dig into the archives. Hey, Laura, welcome in, sweetheart. I have to dig into the archives, and they are deep. But we're going to have some fun. I'm going to move some items, and that's all. That's it. It needs to go. But aren't these? But they are wine art deco. We're talking the upper echelon here. But aren't they beautiful? Let me get that in. So I do have 4 of those. Also, guys, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. So we all know what this is. And these are vintage. I have, I think, 4 or 5. And you put your corn on that to hold your corn. You know how hot corn is. So I guess you could put your corn in that and butter that and let it set till it cools off. And therefore, and then you can take and roll that after the fact. Hey, Marzita, welcome in. I have 4 of those. They are vintage and they are very, very collectible. I have 4 of those. Everybody, we're going into summer and everyone needs something to hold their corn. So next up on the block, I'll show you the next one. The glass drinkware. I found so many amazing things. Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. So we're going to go right back into that gallery because I make pictures, and I'm going to tell you what this is. It is beautiful. Let's see here. All righty. These are amazing, guys. And thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. This is a Jeanette glass. Let's get some light on the subject. This is Jeanette glass, iris and herringbone, crystal footed iced tea tumbler. And I have 6 of these. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Minnie. And I hope you're doing well. It is approximately 6 inches tall. It is Jeanette glass. It is vintage. And it's crystal. You're welcome, Minnie. It's so good to see you. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that rim on that. There you have your iris right there. And here we have Anchor Hawking from the 60s. Look how fancy. Let me get the specs on that for you. Good to see you, Tracy. I haven't seen you in a while, sweetie. I missed you. Let's go back to that gallery and start. Oh, man, I've got one that's going to knock your socks off. That is very rare to find in good condition. Aren't these amazing, Dawn? So what we have here is Anchor Hawking Annapolis clear ribbed tall flat iced tea glass, also known as a cooler or water tumbler. And it is by Annapolis, by Anchor Hawking. It's vintage. I can't tell you what year it is, but they are vintage. And your girl's got six. Six. I haven't had a notification from you in quite a while. A lot of times, Tracy, now YouTube will unsubscribe people. Got to be careful. You want to check and see if that is weird. I think sometimes the chats that we visit more often, we get those notifications first. But they are beautiful. They are in excellent condition. And looks like there's numbers on the bottom of that. To me, guys, these remind me of the 60s. Beautiful, beautiful. So let me begin to dig once again. Let me figure out what's what here. Let's see that corn. Let's see if this is the beauty. Oh gosh, you guys. I have 3 of these. And you want to talk about gorgeous and rare to find them in the condition that I found them in. Get that sticker off. I get so excited because I get to see you guys. I mean, not in person, but to know that you're out there. And check this out. Look at your bottom. It's like a frosted type right here, and I will go in and these are amazing. I remember them saying that these are hard to find in good condition. They're rare. So I just happen to be, it's got like a satin finish. Thank you, Tracy. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. Let me back it up a little bit. Back it up. There it is. But I know a lot of people like pretty glassware. Man, I found the vase that knock your socks off. This is crazy. Well, the price of what these go for. So what we have is a Waverly Garden Room black floral and vine hand painted. Hey, Bruce, welcome in. That never happens. Goblet. And it says that it is very rare to find these in good condition. And I found 3 of them. So let me go down here. Waverly Garden Room black floral and vine hand painted glass goblets. Discontinued and hard to find in good condition. So there's one selling that somebody has up on eBay, and they have a lot of 2 guys, and I think they've got them listed for $49.90 for 2, and I have 3. So I was really thrilled, but of course they need to be cleaned up. There's your bottom. Isn't that gorgeous? And they're discontinued, rare, and hard to find. So I just happened to grab up on 3 of those. Yes. I was like, I wasn't finding much in one section till I went to where they had all the glasses, and it's like, boom. I was so excited when I found that. And I have 3 of those. But yes, I have 3, and they're all in beautiful condition. A lot of times, because of the frosting on that, it gets scratched. Thank you, Manny. I had my hair cut. I was getting like, all right. I have a male hairdresser. You've never had anyone cut your hair as well as a male does. Ah, look at that. Look at that. So you have that amber color on the bottom. And there's that. And from what I could tell, let me go in there and find that, guys. I think I may have 4 or 6 of these. I just happened to get lucky and be in the right place at the right time. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. That's not even a blue glass. Amber set. Mercy. Okay, so what we have here is a wine glass brown root beer base stem. And these are high dollar. Listen to the country and origin of these things. They're from Turks and Caicos Islands. Thank you, Lenore. Thank you so much. But aren't those beautiful? And that's where the region that these are from. So it's weird, guys. It looks like that right there, you know, it's solid, but no, it's not. As you look in there, Marita, you will go wild in Bruce and Dennis's auctions. How do I know? Because I've been there and done that. So, and of course, you guys know that I have the beautiful Fostoria in the blue. I have larger tumblers and smaller ones. And Fostoria is hard to get a hold of. So, moving on. This right here, guys, is really, really old. I wasn't able to find something exactly like it, but it on the bottom it has, let me find my eye. Tell you what, you got an eye right here, silly. Okay, I don't want to blind you guys. This is can't see. It's got Japan in red on the bottom, very fancy. Yes, Bruce, you know I'm going to be there. That's like trying to keep a fox out of a hen house. Okay, so he's like that lady and her. But anyway, this has Japan in red on the bottom. This is really old. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus or not. Focus, focus. This camera, my other camera is missing in action, but I have 2, but it's got Japan on there. And look at the front of this, guys. That is hand painted, guys. You've got your little, it looks like you have a little house there, and it's very Japanese inspired. But isn't that beautiful? And I couldn't find anything like it when I Google searched. So let's see, where'd it go? Back it up, back it up. I got a couple of really amazing vases that, let's see here, that are lead crystal. One of them is very large and very heavy. There's something about a good vase, you know. All right. I think it is like the vintage Japanese is what it is. I cannot find anything remotely like it. So I'm not for sure what this is. I just thought it was amazing and that I knew it was older. But there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? There's your I don't know if this is something that you would put jewelry in or what. It does have an opening right there, but I just thought it was really amazing. You got your little scene right there. So we're moving on. Let me set this where it's not going to get broken. Here's one of the really amazing lead crystal vases. And I have one even larger than this. And check that out. This is an old one. This is really old, but look at the look at that. Let me move it in a little bit. There's your bottom, that dead giveaway thing right there that says it's absolutely vintage right there. And let me go in. It's lead crystal. Beautiful. This thing is maxed out when it comes to decoration. There's the inside of it. It just kind of, I try to get things that are different, unique, and let's see. Back it up. There it is. So, Google search. Let's see here. There it is. It's a Kristalne vase is what it is. And it is beautiful, and it's older too. Thank you, Marzita. I'm not for sure of the age of this thing, but it is amazing. And then I have one even bigger than this that's really neat. This one, guys, is about just a smidge over 9.5 inches tall. It's really beautiful. And, we are getting into the time of year where we get flowers or we have our own flowers. So perfect vase for that. So I'm going to show you guys this thing, and I'm going to ask you what you think it is. I already know what it is, but I want to see, why do they put that sticker right there? I want to ask you guys what you think this is. And I didn't know before I Googled it when I was in the store. First of all, look at the, let me pull this out. They got that taped in there. That way nobody... Let me see what it says on the back of that. It says Buffalo, China, 1816. So this is a history lesson for us all because I didn't know what it was neither, and I'm just about to show you. So we have two pieces to this amazing item. It's vintage, very, very old. So there's that. Let me put some more light in here. So there's the bottom of that. And has that, and this is old. It's really, really old. Let me back it up a little bit. And we have this extra, and there's real fired gold on the edges. And considering the age, it's in really good condition. Move it in so you can see that design right there. And we have this part right here. It is trimmed in that gold also. And what do we think this is? So this goes in the bottom. It comes as a set for hairpins. No, Lenore, but you could if you wanted to. So it is vintage. You could put hairpins in that and they'd stand up so you could see. So let me go in here, but it does have this little thing for the bottom, and there's a purpose for that. Posies. I don't know if those are posies or not, but this thing is old. Anyone have? Because I didn't know what it was, guys. So don't feel inadequate if you don't know, because I didn't know what it was neither. So, but I thought it was really beautiful. And where's my? Keep going right there. It'll all make sense here in a minute, guys. Lenore's tapping out. Okay, nothing wrong with tapping out. We learn things new every day, and I didn't know what it was. So, are you ready? This is a vintage buffalo china Greek blossom rose butter dish from 1916. So here's what you do, guys. You take and put ice in the bottom of this little container. Then you put your little piece on top of the ice, and it keeps your butter cold while it's on the table. So it's a butter dish of all surprising. And see, it won't affect it. It won't affect you. It keeps it cold. It keeps it from possibly melting or getting yucky. It is considered a rare collectible item. The approximate dimensions are 2.5 inches by 6 inches wide. And it is a rare find. That's okay, Tracy, but isn't that neat? Back in the day, you put your if you wanted to keep your butter cold, you put ice in the bottom of that, stick your disc on top of the ice, and it keeps your butter fresh and non-melted for hours. Isn't that neat? But yeah, there's your little pattern on that. Now, I thought that was totally really cool, guys. Let's see, what do we got next? Guys, I'm going to have to open this door and get my other box. Yes, there's 2 boxes. Well, 3 in all in total. So, step out here. Okay, guys, we have one last. So, remember I told you I had a really big vase? Well, this is a really big vase. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And it is lead crystal. It's heavy. Whoa. And this is an older vase. Let me go and look at the specs in this thing. You could get muscles lifting this. So look at that, guys. Is that not amazing? Whoever gets that, it's heavy. But I could imagine flowers in that would be so nice, wouldn't it, guys? Let's see, gallery. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's not there. So there's a lot of glassware coming out tomorrow. A lot. As you can see, we do have the Anchor Hawking, all the vintage, the ones that are hand painted and frosted and really rare. We have those. I know glassware may not be everyone's jam, but a lot of people do like it. Crystal Vase by Fifth Avenue. Yeah, I do too, Dawn, and I seem to find a lot of it. It's Fifth Avenue Crystal Crickets. And this is 14 inches tall. It's Fifth Avenue Crystal, 14 inches tall, Regent Lead Crystal. Wouldn't I have loved for that? And then I'm seeing, guys, this is what I was excited about. While I was in there doing the Google thing, and that's not even the right one. But yes, it's Regent's Fifth Avenue Crystal, 14 inches tall, Regent leaded crystal. And this is heavy, guys. And look how big this thing is. Look how big that is. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I mean, you could put, cut, like hydrangeas and have enough. But that's a big one, guys. Johnny, I was thinking about you the other day. Welcome in, sweetie. It's been a while. So, let me put this bad boy over here. All right, guys. So, as you can see, there's going to be a lot of glassware. Kate Spade purse that's in really good condition. And what did I do with my... I got a story for you guys. I know you like a good story. So, this box is from Kirsten Red Resale. So first it said it was going to be delivered like, say, Monday or Tuesday. So I had a notification that I needed to go to the post office and pick it up. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have a residential mailbox. What is going on? And so I'm like, and the guy said, well, it hasn't been scanned yet. I said, I know it was here at 9:41 a.m. this morning in this post office. And when I show you what's in here, hey, Jody, when I show you what's in here, you'll understand. So I went back again today, and I didn't know it had been delivered, but it said, your package is at the post office and something about picking it up. I'm like, I've got a route mailbox. What is going on? Then they told me it wasn't scanned, and there's something so amazing in here. Talk about the term going postal. I was about ready to, but anyway, I had never had that happen to where I thought, why do I have to go to the post office and pick it up when I have a mailbox? But this is from Kirsten Red Resale, and everybody knows her, that she's got a lot of sterling, a lot of different things, and she is such a sweetheart. And so this one's from her. And when I show you what's in this, you'll know why I was so anxious to get it. So, of course, we never show people's addresses because that's private and people don't want their information out there, and I don't blame them. So I will show you what's in here. But I'm like, why are they asking me to come to the post office when I've got a mailbox? And I was like, what the? That was just all kind of wrong. And I can imagine how I looked at him when I went in there, because hell hath no fury like a female waiting on a ring. Right, ladies? Right? You know how we get. We get all discombobulated. And I'm the kind that'll track you down. So, and while we are waiting, this is not a paid promotion, but I got this from Laura. This is that Rose Point design, and it is sterling silver. And I have the matching ring. Guys, if you see this set in person, you're going to go crazy. Look at that. And I think it's Rose Point from 1943, Laura. Isn't that beautiful? It's sterling, guys. It is so, I wear this one on my thumb, but it is just amazing. She probably has some for sale, and I couldn't help it. And that is silver as well. Is that beautiful or what? If I can get it to focus. Sterling silver. My advice to you, if you guys can afford, she does sell the bracelet as well as the ring. If you can afford this, it's Rose Point from 1943. If you can afford to get these, guys, you will not be disappointed. It looks very high end. It's just gorgeous. And all sterling Rose Point. But I had to show that because it's so beautiful. And yes, Christy from Ladies Who Loop found it at an estate sale, and Laura was able to get it. And I'm telling you guys, if you're able to make that purchase, I had to have both of them. It is just amazing. So I think I'm right about the year, but yeah, I had to show that. It's just that good. So moving on. And I have worn it every day since I've gotten it. Every day. And it's just so beautiful. And hey, Ashley, welcome in, sweetie. And Laura's always getting this amazing silverware. And you just never know what she's going to have, but you do know it's really going to be good. So, drum roll. I had to show that, guys. It was just too good. So look how beautifully she wraps her stuff. And this is from Kirsten. She really takes a lot of, I think this is really amazing, guys. And I know she sent it out. I think she probably sent it out on a Friday, and here I was, wondering what in the world was going on. Wait till you see this. I'll have to take 2 rings off to get this one in. This is, oh my God. Fits like a charm. That is Ethiopian opal, mother of pearl, onyx, and abalone. I don't know if I can show. Look at those opals, how beautiful. Usually your Ethiopian opals are look at that. Now that rocks. And it's sterling, and oh my God, I couldn't help it. I just closed my eyes and jumped out there. And it's just beautiful, guys. It's in really good shape. And I was just that's why I was so upset. Because I wanted my ring. I knew what was coming. And it is just amazing. And look at the coverage on the hand that it brings. You can see that abalone. See it right in the middle? Mother of pearl, onyx, abalone. Isn't that beautiful? And look at those opals. That's why I was so tore up, because I'm like, why are they asking me to come to the post office to pick up something that could be dropped in the mailbox? I'm like, what is going on? But that was what I was waiting on. That is just, I can't get over the beauty of that. Move it in a little bit and back it up. There's Shell Bell. Hey, Shell Bell. I finally got this ring, but I just about had a hissy fit because, oh yes, Shell Bell, isn't that gorgeous? I know, Shelbell. I got the notification that I needed to come to the post office. I'm like, why? Because I have a mailbox. And I went in there and he said it hadn't been scanned yet. So I went back in there again today and I said, you know what? There's a lot of money in that box that I was supposed to pick up. And I looked and then it had been delivered. And so I had to apologize. But that, I mean, it's big, but it's not so big that, isn't that gorgeous? Now that's a standalone. When you're wearing that, you don't need nothing else. It's beautiful. If I can get that camera to cooperate. Sterling silver, and now we have package number 2. I know, Shelbell. I was about ready to go postal, no pun intended, because I wanted that ring, and I'm like, you know how when you get you pay for something and you're so excited and you can't wait for it to get there, and then something happens and you're like, you go out on a manhunt. Okay, this is another neat thing. This has got a lot of silver in it. There's amethyst pearl. Let me get it going the right way. My goodness. Amethyst pearl and different gemstones. And this is a lot. I think she said it was like, it's really a heavy bracelet. And there we have it. Let me move it in a little bit, get my camera to cooperate. Just look at that right there. That is all silver. It's really heavy. And it is beautiful. And I think it's going to fit like a charm, as if I need to put more. I think she said this was several. Look at how thick that is. Look at that. I mean, we're not talking some little flimsy little thing there. A hard time getting that camera to focus. There we go. Look how thick that is. And I got that at a steal of a deal, just saying. I think when someone looked this up and they said this retailed for like $200, and I didn't pay $200. I said on my hands on that. Yep, I think it was a buy it now. And I think I came in and then Tanya came in right below me. And I was like, I said, oh boy, I said, it's mine, it's mine. But it is a toggle. It's made very well. It appears to look like it may be an older one. And there we have. How beautiful is that? So as you can see, my excitement and wondering where I knew it wasn't her fault. It had to be the post office. So that's got some weight to it. I tell you, you never know what different resellers have. And Kirsten is just really a sweetheart. Her husband is hilarious. Michael's her husband. Very good people. Very good people. And now I have another one, and this is from Leslie. This is from Black Dog Vintage, Leslie. Boy, that ring is spectacular. And the thing about an Ethiopian opal, it has much more color play than other opals. What did I do with my little apparatus? And I got to thinking about it. It didn't sell, and I'm like, when you can't get something out of your mind, you need to buy it. I have a heart Vesta on an antique book chain from Kirsten, and I treasure it. I know she does have some amazing things. She's a really sweet person, and it's just, she makes everyone feel welcome. And we get to not face to face. or in person. We get to meet a lot of good people on YouTube, and sometimes it makes it for some of the ones that are not so friendly. But we really do. We have to admit that. And, the amount of people that I have met on YouTube, I really, really treasure you guys. I mean, it's like, it's just wonderful. It really is to be in a community with so many good people and so many loving people. And yes, every now and then we might experience someone that will try our patience. But look at this, guys. Here's the back of it. I think that is like a mother of pearl on the back there. And look at the front. This is sterling. The bale is sterling. And check that out. Guys, am I seeing things, or does that kind of match the ring I'm wearing? Isn't that beautiful? You have that sterling at the top and that abalone, and isn't that beautiful? But look what put it over here by this ring. Well, I've got it the wrong way. Let's move it over. But it kind of matches this ring in a way if you look at it. If you look at them both side by side, I can be still for a second. But the coloring kind of matches. Let me take it off so I can hold it up. I know I'm matchy, but that's crazy. Let's see. But I think they kind of match if I can get it to be still. What do you think, guys? Both are shell, very similar. But yeah, I could probably rock those together, I bet. Very pretty. And so that was from Leslie. She's another really sweet person. She too has a lot of rings, which can be a good thing or a bad thing according to how much you spend. But you don't mind, coming and support. It's so important to support people, guys. It really is. We've had a lot of new people, coming on, and it's so important to support people, guys. And to subscribe to someone costs $0, and it helps that person so much. And when we're first getting started, it's very important. I see, of course, Jody knows what I'm talking about, how important it is for that support. And there are a lot of resellers that are supportive. And it's really heart touching to know how many people. I've been going through all my goodies, finding stuff I forgot I even had, and then throwing goodies in a box for scrap because I have too much. Well, Shell Bell, I'm kind of that person that the earrings that I got from Laura, her Shamira Rose, and I was losing my mind looking for those. And then I knew I had them on the coffee table. And one day I was looking, and I lifted up the little mat on the coffee table, and there they were. I've got the bracelet and the ring to match, and I'm like, how many times have I looked on that table? But somehow it was still in its original bag, and it got pushed under that mat. And I thought, goodness, I've got some scrap here myself that I need to scrap and stuff. I think sterling's still at a pretty high rate, I think, guys. And if you have something scrap, why not? You can always. I know I about lost my mind. I said, I know you had them. I know they was on that coffee table. I looked and looked amongst Shannon's books, and I couldn't. And then one day I just lifted that up, and there they were. That's what happens, guys, when you have jewelry all over the house. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes we get so worked up over trying to find something that we can't see for looking, is what I call that. And yep. So, but yeah, I thought I was losing it over this ring because I wanted it and it wasn't in my possession. So anyway, it is so beautiful. It is unreal. The color in these opals are just beautiful. But I have some too. So we have all kinds of things, guys. A lot of pretty glassware that is pretty rare, like this right here, to be in good condition. That's frosted. That's hand painted, guys. And all of it's going to be up for sale. And I do have that moissanite ring right here that's going up for sale. Check that stone out, guys. And you know what that is on the side? That's sapphire and sterling, and that is going to be going up. I think it's about a 7. Let me check it and see. This is made like a lot of your high-end jewelry retailers do, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is actually about a 7 3/4 or something like that, but isn't that amazing? Look at that stone. And that is sapphire. And I'll show you something that's quite common with your higher end jewelry stores. See that right there, that stone right there on the side, that bezel set stone. That is quite common of a lot of high-end jewelry makers. And you have the little tiny moissanites on the side. So guess what's going up tomorrow? Because I don't need it. It's all from YouTube. Oh my goodness. Shelbell, you must have been buying for many moons. So, but yeah, guys, make sure that, after a video or something, you always leave a comment because YouTube is jacking me around and I don't like that. You look up 1 minute where you're doing at a certain point, you look up the next minute and they cut you, and I don't like that. And it could be because, leaving a comment at the end of a video when you're able to really means volumes when it comes to YouTube, because it helps it's showing participation, and it helps so much. So don't forget to leave that comment. I would appreciate it. Johnny Small Pepper cracks me up. He goes, well, leave a comment, an emoji, a middle finger. And I just thought, Johnny, he said, but it still counts. And I was like, I tell you, we have a lot of big personalities on YouTube, but I'm going to let you guys go. Now we know Bruce and Dennis will be on at 6 p.m. and it is 6:48 right now. So I know I will see several people. Arthritis, I can't do the middle finger. Shell. Oh, I love you, Shell Bell. You're a stinker with the claw. But thank you guys for being here. As you know, that sale will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There'll be a lot of this here. Ooh, did you hear that? A lot of glass, beautiful glassware available, plus some jewelry and this, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, guys, I'm going to let you go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You make my day. You're wonderful. See you guys tomorrow at that sale at 6 p.m. Don't forget to leave that comment. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here, and God bless. Thank you so much.